Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XI Online. In the last episode, we worked on the Limit Break Quest 3 to, advance our level from 60 to 65, or at least our level cap from 60 to 65. And that involved delving into the deepest, most dangerous areas of Bedeau, Davoy, and Castle Ostraja. That's now all complete. I only died once, so I'll take that as a win. And now move on. The next project on the list is getting my Dragoon artifact armor. And to get that started, we need to do the Artifact 2 quest, because we've already finished the Artifact 1, which was the weapon that's obsolete at this point. So we'll do Artifact 2, and to get that started, we need to head to Port Sandoria, and talk to somebody there. So, Sandoria, Port Sandoria, and we're going to be going to Home Point 1. Alright, we're heading to Cargo Room A, which is this one. And we need to talk to these two up here. Arminabeat and Cerulean. Close enough. Alright, Arminabeat starts here. Hey, have you reached your quota for this week? No, not yet. I'm really gonna get it when the boss gets here. What am I gonna do? I know you have a lot to deal with at the moment, but I can't bail you out this time. Bruguiere. How goes it? Making mountains of gil, you two? You know I've no use for those that don't bring in the cash. Sure, boss. Here, this week's profits. You're cutting it pretty close there. Well, at least you're consistent. Keep it rolling in. And what about you? Meeting your quota, I trust? Actually, boss, Are you trying to tell me you haven't met your quota? You just had a baby, though, didn't you? Probably cost a fortune keeping the little one fed. Yes, boss. You know what you need to do, right? Meet my quota, boss. Get it? I got it in one. I'll give you a little more time this week, but if it happens again, you and your kid will be out on the street. Good goddess. What are you gonna do? Have you got anyone you can go to? No, no one I can think of. Gold hairpins are not that easy to get a hold of. My family's going to be begging the alley at this rate. You think you could find me a gold hairpin? I can't pay you anything, and I know it's a lot to ask. Sure, why not? Really? Well, I won't hold my breath. There aren't too many adventurers who work for nothing these days. It just so happens that I have a gold hairpin right here. There you go. You're gonna let me have this? I didn't think adventurers like you still existed. The boss would do well to take a lesson in compassion from you. What do I need to be learning a lesson in? Ah, boss, I was just talking about changing my baby's diapers and thought that you might need to learn someday, in case you're thinking of having children. I think I'll pass on that. Diapers aside, have you met your quota yet? Here you go, boss. This'll do, I suppose. Keep to your deadline next time. Yes, sir. Boss. Oh, boss. Somebody new. Portare? Portar? What is it? Did you get caught smuggling again? I came to inform you that your father just passed away. Funeral arrangements need to be made. I see. Boss, I'm sorry for your loss. Loss? Who lost anything? My father was just a foolish old man. I wanted nothing to do but follow... Oh, I wanted to do anything but follow in his footsteps. He would be at work from sunrise to sunset, so I never had what you would call a conversation with him. And despite the hours he spent at his trade, we never had any money. I was always out making deliveries for pocket change. I haven't seen the old man for years now, but I suppose I must give him a funeral for decency's sake. Alright. And then we just need to wait a minute. And then we can talk to Cerulean again. So just give me a moment. Okay, let's see if he's ready to talk again. Here we go. I'm glad the boss hasn't been hit too hard by the loss of his father, but you know... And he's back. He has my sympathies. Shh, that still stings. Boss, what happened to you? After the funeral, I left with my father's inheritance, and then some scoundrel clouded me from behind. When I woke up, a young lady was binding my wound, and my inheritance was gone. Are you sure you're alright? And your inheritance, what of that? Just some old armor that wasn't of any real value to me. But there was this rich merchant who was interested in buying it for a high price. I hate to see a source of revenue get away from me like that. Oh, this kind of criminal is more than the merchants can deal with. We need an adventurer who's no stranger to battle. Your reward will be 20% of the selling price of the armor. Come back here when you have it. Okay then. Just like that. Boss doesn't take no for an answer. Actually, he doesn't give you a chance to answer. But for this job, you can't help but take his side in the matter. I mean, yeah, getting robbed is getting robbed. So. Next place we need to go is Northern Sandoria. I guess I'm going to walk. It's not that far. Okay, so where we need to be is up here. We need to talk to the person in front of the Blacksmith's Guild that we talked to for the first artifact quest. Mio here. I attended Roncherome's funeral to pay my respects and express my thanks for his kindness. During the ceremony, I was distracted by an unusual lady among the mourners. Something about this woman seemed out of place. I tried to follow her after the funeral ended, but I lost sight of her not long after. I searched around trying to find her again. Instead, I came across Runcharome's son lying unconscious on the ground. I tended to his wound, and thankfully he soon regained consciousness. I found this lying nearby. This shiny earring might be a clue as to what happened. It's probably just my overactive imagination, but perhaps it will help in some way. Here, you should hold on to it, just in case. Alright, we have the shiny earring. Now, if you go back to those other guys, you'll get a clue as to where to go next. But where we need to go next is the Goldsmith's Guild in Bastock to ask about the earring. So, let's head to Bastock. Bastock Markets, home point 4. Alright, we need to talk to Ardea here. You want me to take a look at his earring? Why, that is strange. I had a customer come in the other day and asked me to make an earring just like this. She says he had lost one of the pair. I told her that it would be impossible for you to replace the lost earring, so I'm sure she'll be quite pleased if you returned it to her. I think she said her name was Esha. Eska? I'll go with Eska. Alright, so now we need to find this Eska. Now, where she is in West Ronfar. So we need to head back to Sandoria. Southern Sandoria, home point 1. Alright, so we need to head out to West Ronfar. And then we need to head to the tower at F6 on the map. Which is, yeah, over there at F6. Basically just due west of here. Alright, we're approaching the tower. And there's our culprits. Or at least who we think the culprit is, anyway. Let's have a chat, shall we? What do you want? You want to know if I've seen that earring before? Where did you get that? I must have dropped it that time I was... Damn, I'm so clumsy. Well, I guess you found me out. I was one who mugged Bruguiere for his father's inheritance. Even if I am a thief, a lady likes to look her best in doing her job. By the way, do you have any idea what I stole? I have a pretty good idea. That's right, a piece of the armor that had been worn by the legendary Last Dragoon. My employer is one of the many people who are after that armor. The name of my employer? No one ever told me. I was just told to bury the armor in a certain spot in exchange for a small fortune in gil. I've already been paid for the job, so I'll tell you where I buried it, but on one condition. You can't tell Bruguiere that I was the thief. I don't need him breathing down my neck when I'm trying to work. Right. The armor is buried on a small island that can be reached through the Eldim necropolis. A monster has been put on guard over the spot, though, so don't think you can just waltz in and scoop it up. Oh, and give me back my earring. I wear those for good luck. Alright then. So, we need to head to the Eldim necropolis. So, quickest way to get there is going to be what? I probably have the survival guide there. So I need to head back into Sandoria. The northern Sandoria entrance, which is right there, because that's where the survival guide is. Alright, so just a sec. Alright, here we are. Northern Sandoria gates. Alright, so we'll be heading for Norvalen, I think. The Eldium Necropolis, yes. Alright, I don't think I'm going to need anything here. Alright, so we want to get to the hole at G9 point D on the map. So, down there. Now, I have been down here before. Because this is where one of the quests that got me access to that, you know, the Oristary certificate? Or Oristary? Certificate that lets you get into the Tri-Morai Canal comes through here. So, been through here before, and I have the key item that is needed to get through the doors by myself, because otherwise you need multiple people to work your way through the doors. It's the Magic Astrolabe is what they're looking for. It's the key item. You buy it from off of an NPC in Windurst. Alright. The only thing that might give me trouble are going to be those liches. They are easy prey. Ooh. Boom wolf, apparently. Level 53. I'm level 60. Can I beat a level 53 enemy at level 60? There's a question. Alright, but I'm probably going to need sneak. Oh, you just poisoned me, you stinker. Well, that's not the worst thing that these things can do. Alright. Wolf hide in a dark crystal. Oh, well. Alright, well, I'm going to have to wait for that poison to wear off and then heal up, because even if I am sneaked, a lot of undead will aggro to low health, and I am in yellow health, so I will not want to be in yellow health. So give me a minute. Alright, that should be good enough. Alright, silent oils will take care of that problem. Especially since there are enemies between here and where we need to go that will aggro a level 90. So, yeah. Like that one, a level 92 enemy. Alright. We need to head towards the south. And that exit to the Battalion Downs. Yeah. Down here, if something attacks you, you're dead. At this level, anyway. And even a 99 would probably need to be fairly well geared to be able to solo these things. Now, one thing that might complicate matters here is that there is another notorious enemy. That roams these parts. Now, we need to head to the northwest corner of the island, which is where it is. Oh my goodness, it's right there. I need to find out how nasty that thing is. Just give me a sec. Okay, it's a level 52 notorious monster. It's aggressive to sound, and unfortunately it's standing right where I need to be. So I don't think I have a choice. Engage. I should be able to outclass this thing pretty effectively. Especially with the trusts. Oh. That did a ton of damage. I got an engraved key. Don't know what that's for. But, you know what? Goblin Bounty Hunter. You're level 35 and 2 weak. But I'm going to kill you anyway. Because I want to rest up and be topped off to fight this thing. The reason why you're here is to destroy fishing bots. When fishing bots used to be a thing. They probably still are, just not here. Alright, give me a minute. Alright. We should be ready to go. So, where is the point? Oh, right there. Alright. Tiga. Let's go. It's a very fast enemy. Should probably super jump. Yeah, I'm gonna super jump. Super jump removes you from the field for a second and completely resets your threat, so I probably should put that out on my macros. And remember that I have it now. Alright, it's dead. So now we just touch the point again, and we get Run Sharum's Legacy. And then we take it back to Sandoria to finish the quests. So let me get back there. Alright, so we're back in Port Sandoria. And we just talked to you. You got it back? Good work. Let's go tell the boss. This is it. You have my thanks, adventurer. My father was hired to repair his armor, but the customer never showed to collect it after it was fixed. Not knowing what else to do, he just decided to hold on to it. Apparently there were quite a few potential buyers, but my father made excuses not to part with it. Well, if someone wants to buy this armor, then that's fine by me. Get it off my hands and fill my pockets at the same time. Rahal. Bruguer. The weapons you delivered to the knights contained many blades of poor quality. Surely you inspected your goods before sending them off? What? Yeah, of course I did. If you have a problem with the quality, we can always take them back. I don't think you'll find another distributor who deals in that kind of quantity, though. You would take advantage of us? Have you no pride in your work? You're nothing like your father was. You knew my father? I cannot count the number of knights who owe their lives to the sturdy armor crafted by that man. We have lost a truly talented and valued individual. You have my deepest sympathies. I never knew about that. In honor of your father, I'll let this matter of shoddy weapons pass. However, I should tell you, I have heard rumors that the Tenshoto are considering expanding their business into Sandoria. I bid you good day, Bruguer. That haughty son of a... Sounds just like my father. Pride, huh? Ah. Felipe will be here soon. Bruguer, you have the item we discussed? Yeah, I got it. Well then, let us be down to business. This place will be the pride of my this piece will be the pride of my collection. What's the matter? Having troubles with the authorities again? Fear not, I can help clear any misunderstandings. Felipe, I hate to do this to you, but can we just forget about this whole deal? Huh? If my offer is too low, I'm open to negotiation. No, it's not that. It's a problem of conscience. I'll pay you a fee for breaking our deals, so just let it go, okay? It's a bit late for that. I've already bragged to all my friends about my new acquisition. It'll make me a laughingstock. I realize this goes against all our rules, but I'm not gonna back down on this. Please understand, Felipe. You're the one who brought this deal to me in the first place. I don't appreciate being toyed with, Bruguer. Don't come crying to me when you can't find another buyer. Oh, so you're right. This has nothing to do with that walking tin can said about my father. Just holding on to this thing reminds me of my old man and the things he used to lecture me about. It makes my teeth grind. Here, you can have this. You're the one who brought it back here, after all. Your father's inheritance. Boss, are you sure? If I say I'm sure, then I'm sure, all right? Seems I've gotten something more valuable in its place. My father used to say to me, the pride that a craftsman takes in his work is reflected in the quality of his wares. I never really thought about what that meant before. Boss, where are you going? I'm just gonna go pay my respects to my father. Tell him that maybe his way of living wasn't so bad after all. Alright. I have the Draken Braze, which let me put them in my Mog wardrobe. There we go. And then put them on. All right. I have the pants, if you can qualify them as pants. Alright, so the next piece of armor is going to be the hands. And starting that quest is back in Juneau. We're be heading to Upper Juneau. Home point 3. Yes. And I need to talk to Guzlam here. It was hard to craft armor for this shop, but all I ever do is watch over the inventory. I wanted to hone my skills repairing armor, but boy was I wrong. Armor is never repaired anymore, it's replaced. Not so with the works of old. No, they were precious and often kept for generations. Those, the most famous, were the lost hands of Borgharts. You've heard of Borgharts, haven't you? Yeah, sure, tell me. 30 years ago, the legendary craftsman Borgharts wrought gauntlets, one pair for each job. So great was his craft, they say he must have sold his spirit to fiends. His gauntlets were strong as steel, but light as a feather. But those masterpieces were lost in the Great War 20 years ago. Deadly minnow. Says here, of course, it's all hearsay, and much is told of Borkhurts, but most of it is just legend. I once met a man who found a pair of Borkhurts' gauntlets, and where there's smoke, there's fire. The hands of Borkhurts were lost in the war, but people say they now rest somewhere in the Boyata tree. Well, you can believe what you want, but don't go trumpeting to the customers. Now, I must get back to work. That's about all I know. You can go search that dungeon for yourself if you got nothing better to do. The artisans believe the artifacts like the hands of Borkhart still rest in dungeons across Vana'diel. An adventurer like you should be able to find them. Alright, so that allows you to start getting the artifact armor from coffers in certain areas. Hence, the coffer keys. I have an Australian chest key. I don't need an Australian chest key. I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, I mean, I guess I could have kept it, but I'm not gonna go looking for the chest in Castle Australia. Alright. But we now need to head out to the Boyata tree and look for the coffer there. Alright. So let's head to Relude Gardens, home point 2. I think the closest teleport I have is Sanctuary of Zata. It's in the Litalor region. Alright. The Boyata tree is down the southeast. So, once we're in the tree, I'll be back. Alright. So, we're at the entrance of the Boyata tree. So, let's head in there. And now I'll need to find a coffer. If I'm really, really, really lucky, it'll be in one of the places right near the entrance. So let's go check the easy spots. If it isn't there, then I'm going to have to wander deeper and deeper in. And I'll probably have to just pause while I go look for it. But it would be great if we're just right here. Where there aren't nasty, aggressive enemies that will give me a headache. Nope, not here. I use a wide scan feature. Would the coffer show up on the wide scan? I don't know if it would. Well, the grounds tome does. Alright, well, I don't see it there. There's a couple other spots that I can check that are easy to get to. They're at least a short walk to get to. One spot would be right here, and it's not there. And the other spot is in this chamber. Just up here, and I see a green dot on the map, and bingo, there it is. Trade the Boyata coffer key to it. I got a pair of old gauntlets. Excellent. Alright, so we head back to Upper Juno and talk to Guzlum again. Upper Juno, home point 3. Alright, Guzlum. Pippi, why, they're soiled and rusty, but the craftsmanship, indeed, these are the work of Borgharts. When they are beyond my skill, I cannot repair them. And then you talk to Deadly Minnow, I think. Wait, I heard that a Mithra working for the Tenshodo acquired a strange toolbox long ago. Some mysterious device held it shut. Nobody could open it. Even if it held some magical tool, I doubt anybody has the skill to repair these gauntlets. So, we now need to head to the Tenshodo. So again, Lower Juno, and into the Tenshodo headquarters. And you're right over here. And we need to find Yin. Okanaku. What? A toolbox won't open? Oh yeah, a long time ago I took a strange box from one of Bruguer's warehouses. The box was old and filthy, but I couldn't wait to pry it open and see the treasure inside, but it simply wouldn't open. Wait, are you looking for that box? I'll sell it to you for 1,000 gil. Sure. That's the spirit. My fine customer. Alright. I left the toolbox on top of a crate outside the duty-free shop in Port Juno. Till just now I'd completely forgotten it. Really? You charged me 1,000 gil for that. Very well. Alright, Port Juno, duty-free shop. Find the toolbox. Alright, we're in Port Juno. That's the Chocobo Stables. This is the duty-free shop. And here is the box. And we have the Ghost of Borghertz. Do you wish to consign an order with me? Yes. Very well. Bring some shadow flames from Castle's Vault. Leave them and those gauntlets inside my toolbox, and I shall restore the gauntlets. Okay. Castle's Vault. Which I need to think if I've been there yet. No, I don't think so. Alright, well, closest way to get there is the outpost. The survival guide to the outpost. Alright, so let's head out to Zarkabard. I will be there once we're there. Alright, teleported out from Lude Gardens to the Zarkabard outpost. And so let's mount up. Got Castle's Vault. Bailey's is off to the west. And it's a bit of a ride, so we ride. You can see the spires of the castle off in the distance there. Okay, we're approaching the castle. Just gotta kind of navigate the maze-like area here with all these glowing crevasses. And there's the entry to the castle. All right. Now, get the trust out. And then we're going to want to sneak it in Viz, which I created macros for both of those. I think those evil eyes will aggro to both. And they will probably aggro me. Alright, so where we want to get to... No, 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 no. We don't want to do that. It's right up ahead here. Want to get rid of these demons. All right. I would like to remove them without burning any CP. It did not slow me. Okay, good. And then we need to come to one of these torches, and we have to make sure we know which one we're touching, because we have to touch the exact same one. That one right there. There's Dark Spark. Need to kill that. Super jump. Get out of town. Holy cow, how much did I hit for? Doesn't seem to be quite as much as I thought it was. Alright, come on, land a hit. Alright, and then touch the torch. Then we have our shadow flames. And then we get out of here. And then we go back to Port Juno. All right, back here. All right, there's Borghertz's ghost again. My work is finished. And I got the Draken Finger Gauntlets. Draken Finger Gauntlets. Put those in storage. And equip them. Alright. Now, because once you have that quest flagged, you now go get the other coffers. But that'll only get you to the other pieces, the chest and the boots. The helmet is another quest. And I'm not entirely sure I'm going to have time to do that right now. So, what I think I'll do is I'll go ahead and end the episode here. I'll go find the other 2 pieces, because it's basically just hunting down a couple of coffers. One in the Ifrit's Cauldron, and the other one is in the Quicksand Caves. Both of those locations are incredibly annoying to attempt to look for the coffer in. So, that's going to be fun. But I'll do that myself. And then when we come back for next episode, we will go after the headpiece. So, for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.